Hello people, my name is Sho and welcome to another episode of Game Things. Nothing crazy this week, so let's jump right into the flash news. Here we have an upcoming game release, an exploration shooter, action RPG, Atomic Heart, which is coming to PC in Q4 2022. The timeframe is set to be in the alternate version of 1950s, where science, robotics, and advanced technologies are held high by most of the people in this world. If you wish to know why, make sure to check out their combat trailer for this much anticipated title released by the developer, which was also showed off during the Gamescom 2022. This game does remind me a little of everything from Fallout to something like Dishonored, Dying Light, and Cyberpunk. Let me know down in the comment section below if you agree or you don't, and why. Moving on, WoLong Fallen Dynasty is an upcoming historical, dark fantasy, action RPG that will also be bringing a challenging gameplay, and we now have its official gameplay trailer. Link to the video is right down below. This is a game developed and published by Koei Tecmo, and if you are familiar with the company, I think you can kind of guess how this upcoming game shares some resemblance to some other titles under their company. And if I have to make a good guess, the closest comparison to it would be the Neo franchise, another game known for its Souls-like element, highly suggested to the masochists out there who are a fan of the Souls-like genre. Not surprising considering the same team of developer Team Ninja is behind the works of both titles. WoLong Fallen Dynasty will have a target release window of early 2023 and will be released on multiple platforms, which include the PlayStation, Xbox, as well as PC. Now, this is a game that was previously mocked for its cringy dialogue made for its trailer. Forspoken now has a 10-minute long gameplay trailer to show off the game. As long as we can ignore the not so well received trailer, I guess we can all agree that the game does look amazing. Let's just say that the voiceover in this game is definitely not its strength, and if they were to take any feedbacks for this game prior to its release, please tell them to allocate more budget into character voiceover. Considering the game is set to release in 2023, January 24th, let's all hope for the best. And while this game doesn't have the most positive reviews of all time, still, Battlefield 2042 has launched its Season 2 Master of Arms on 30th of August 2022. In this season, new specialist Charlie Crawford has been added, and he can pin down enemies with his mounted minigun and revive teammates while refilling his teammates' gadget supply. There are also new weapons, new vehicles, as well as a new gadget, a concussion grenade. Assignments has also been introduced. It is a new way to unlock weapons for the all-out warfare game mode. Despite the fact that this isn't the most welcome Battlefield game by many, but hey, if you happen to own the game already, might as well check out the new stuffs there. Here's another game that I've promised myself to play but I've yet to try it out. Sifu got its summer update on 31st of August 2022 with two new outfits, one being Enforcer Armor, which is a deluxe edition exclusive, and the Master Hand outfit. When it comes to gameplay, modifiers on how guarding works, health bar, enemy strength, and many more can be now customized and be adjusted, in which all of these will enable the players to enjoy the game with a different experience. A new scoring system, which I quote, "deep and accurate," has also been added, with improved dynamic multipliers as well as high score enabled for each level. And here is the news from Sony. I believe some of you who read the news should have known that the price of the PlayStation 5 console, both the digital and the disc version, will see a price increase in the non-US markets, namely in the Europe, Middle East, Africa, Asia Pacific, Latin America, as well as Canada. In Europe, the disc version of the PS5 is now €550 and €450 for the digital version, and in Australia, the disc version is now $800 Australian dollar, while the digital version stands at $650 Australian dollar. In most of the region and countries, you can expect to see more or less a 10% increase in price. On the other hand, good news to the people who wish to get their hands on the Xbox Series X and Series S, as Microsoft spokesperson have come out to confirm that they have no plans to further increase the price of the named consoles, at least at the moment. The same goes for the Nintendo Switch. This is referring to the statement given by Nintendo to Eurogamer, and I quote, "No plans to increase the trade price of its hardware," and I end quote. Should you want to get your hands on one of these systems, perhaps it is a good time to grab them now, given that you have the games that you want to play on the system. And the final piece of flash news. The mobile game industry is a big one, and Sony wants some of that share. Sony successfully acquired Savage Game Studio, a studio that focuses on developing mobile games. And if you're not convinced by it, recently Sony have also formed a PlayStation Studios mobile division to create mobile games for their upcoming and existing IPs. Whether you're a fan of mobile games or not, you have to admit that it is a lucrative market for companies out there to make big bucks. Just look at Diablo Immortal. Despite all the backlashes that it gets, the game still managed to snatch a whopping $100 million from the wallets of mobile gamers across the App Store and Google Play just 2 months in after the game was initially released. And now, coming to the game releases of this week. First up, we have Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobbed, a third-person shooter where you will be playing as Alien and you destroy all humans. I'll be honest, I've not played the first game, nor have I played the remake, but I would say that I'll be enjoying this game more had I played the first game of the series at a younger age. Certainly not quite up the list of games that I want to play in recent months or years, but a go-to for those who wish to turn off your brain and destroy some or all humans in-game, of course, in-game. Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobbed is out on 30th of August 2022 for the PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and Series S, and PC. Next, retro gamers, arcade lovers will certainly want to know about this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Kawabunga Collection is a collection of all 13 classic games that were released back then. Anything from action 2D fighter, the platformers, retro and arcade style gameplay, everything is in this Kawabunga collection. I can't really say this collection is for everyone, but if you're one of the kids back in the early 90s who have played one of these titles, this is a great way to relive that kid moment you had. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Kawabunga Collection is out on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and Series S, Nintendo Switch, as well as PC, all on 30th of August 2022. Coming back to the much modern games, here we have Back 4 Blood getting its second expansion, Children of the Worm, released on the PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and Series S, as well as PC on 30th of August 2022. Had you bought the deluxe edition of the game previously, this expansion should be yours to enjoy without additional purchase required. If you have friends to play with, check out this online co-op zombie first-person shooter title made by the creators of the Left 4 Dead franchise. Then we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R, an action fighter PvP game with JoJo's theme. Players can expect charismatic heroes, JoJo art style, and the "yare yare daze" catchphrase in this game. Players can also enjoy 50 playable characters from all JoJo arcs, as well as the featured All-Star Battle Mode, Arcade Mode, Online Mode, Versus Mode, Practice Mode, and Gallery Mode in this game. The main game mode, All-Star Battle Mode, offers a range of more than 100 battles with various settings and conditions, as well as special cosmetic skins that are usable in the Gallery Mode. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R is out for the PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Series X and Series S, Nintendo Switch, as well as PC on September 2nd, 2022. Finally, the the game that I should have played but never got a chance to. The Last of Us Part 1 PlayStation 5 version, or aka the remake, is out for the PlayStation 5 on September 2nd. Given that I was able to secure myself a PS5, I will finally be able to play this critically acclaimed title from Naughty Dog. Or, should you prefer to have the game on PC, you can choose to wait out a little longer as the PC port is currently in development and it might not be too long before its release. And to those who have been following our weekly news, you know the drill. On the Epic Games Store, get yourself the Armadillo bundle that offers in-game goodies for the game Knockout City. Simply download the game and log in through the Epic launcher anywhere between 1st of September to 8th of September to unlock the freebies. Not only that, Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition will also be free. That is one insane free game offer from Epic. And finally, Submerged Hidden Depths, a single-player exploration and adventure-focused game for those who love boats and would love to immerse themselves in the beautiful and relaxing world. Both games will be yours to claim for free starting 1st of September, and the offer lasts until 8th of September 2022. Then, here's a code that you can use to claim yourself Ash's Dragon Knight in Pokemon Sword and Shield. I have claimed mine because why not? The code will be valid until 8th of September 2022, so be sure to do that before it expires. On Steam, you can claim yourself a copy of the original Mafia game starting 1st of September, and the offer will run until 5th of September. This offer is part of the 20th anniversary celebration of the franchise, courtesy of the game publisher 2K. Lastly, Prime Gaming subscribers will be able to get their hands on 8 free PC games in the month of September, namely Assassin's Creed Origins, great choice by Amazon for a free game; Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year Edition, another must try if you have not played it; Football Manager 2022, Defend the Rook, and smaller, less known titles, The Dig, We the Revolution, Castle on the Coast, as well as Word of the Law Death Mask Collector's Edition. And with that marks the end of this week's episode of Game Things. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, that helps out the video, and subscribe to the channel so that you won't be missing our next video.